Namaste, dear students. First of all, I want to welcome you to our English virtual class of grade 8. You know, we are going to learn something in our today's English class. So for that one, first of all, you have to be ready with your exercise book, a pen or a pencil. And if you have a textbook, you have to take out your textbook and keep with you, okay? Because we are going to learn something of our grammar, okay? So what is that? We will discuss later on. Before that one, I just like to show you a slide and you have to guess what we are going to learn today. Is it okay? Are you ready for that one? Very good. If so, now I am going to show you a slide. Look at it very carefully, okay? See, dear students, what do you see here? What is written? Please read out. Yes, it is written, write a short paragraph about a man. Oh, see, short paragraph. But don't worry. I will tell you what we have to write and what we are going to learn today, okay? So for that one, this is just a warm-up activity for you. So for that one, you have to write about a man. But who is a man, do you know? Yes, you don't know because I haven't shown you. For that, I am going to show you a picture of a man. Now, have a look at the picture of the man. See, what do you see there? Yes, the man looks like old man, okay? He seems to be an old man and he has a stick also and he is bending his body and walking, yeah? So, looking at this man, you have to write a short paragraph. Don't worry, you can write 3 sentences or 4 sentences maximally. Please try it. Try to write it down in your notebook. Good. Your paragraph may be like this. See, the man who is using a stick, S-T-I-C-K, stick, is my grandfather, G-R-A-N-D-F-A-T-H-E-R, grandfather. Dear students, look at, I have written this sentence at first. So what did you write? You can compare your sentence with my sentence, okay? See, what I have written here, the man who is using a stick is my grandfather. So, I am going to underline a word here, who. Later on, you will find out. You will know why I have underlined this word, who. Okay? See, the man who is using a stick is my grandfather. Okay? Now, you can add some other sentences, whatever you like. Okay? Simply you can write, he, L-I-K-E-S, likes to go morning walks, M-O-R-N-I-N-G, morning, W-A-L-K-S, walks. Okay? At the same time, you can write down, he enjoys, E-N-J-O-Y-S, enjoys listening, L-I-S-T-E-N-I-N-G, listening to music, M-U-S-I-C, music. So, have you written this type of sentences? Yes, some of you might have the same sentences I have written, okay? Some of you might not have written that one, all right? So, if you don't have written like this one, no problem, dear students. So, the first sentence, you have to be very careful, okay? So, I have written here, the man who is using a stick is my grandfather, is very important for us in our today's class. All right. So, if you add some other information about this old man, no problem. You can write, he is using, let's say, brown shoes, half red sweater, blue pants, no problem. All right. So, it means, I think you have made a guess what we are going to learn. So, what is the main work of this word who here? See, this who means who here. This who means the man here. Okay. And I can break up this sentence into two sentences. For example, let me show you. The man, the M-A-N man, is using, U-S-I-N-G, using a stick. Okay, this is one sentence. Now, I can write another sentence to break this same sentence into two sentences. Okay, so the second sentence can be, can you tell me? Yes, it can be, he is my grandfather, Grandfather, grandfather. See, the man is using a stick, one sentence, okay. Another, he is my grandfather, second sentence. So when I combine these two sentences, that becomes one. See, that becomes the man. So I take a help of the word that is WHO, who. Okay, so I am using this who and joining these two sentences and making only one sentence. And it becomes like, the man who is using a stick is my grandfather. So what is the work of who? See, this who means this man. Okay, and this who means again he also. Do you know it or not? This who means the man also. This who means he also. It means same man. Okay, same man means who is the same man? That man who is using a stick. So it means I am not talking about other, let's say, men. I am talking about only that man who is using a stick, and that man is my grandfather. Okay, so it means that this who is used here to relate the nouns between two sentences. Here the man and he means the same man. That same man is grandfather. Okay, so the man means grandfather, he also means grandfather. So to relate these, let's say, person, I am using the word who. Okay, I am relating that one. So that is what we are going to learn. So technically in our grammar, what do we call these words? You have to think and tell me. Okay, so for that one, I am going to show you another slide. So we are going to learn today, that is relative clause. Okay, so the main function of these words like who, where, when, whom, whose, etc. are used to relate the nouns. Okay, and there are two sentences, and just to combine them into one, we are using such words. Okay, so after it, dear students, I just like to show you another slide, and you have to find out that. Okay, so what's written here? Study the following text about a boy. So I am going to show you a picture of a boy, and at the same time there is a paragraph about that boy, and you have to find out this type of thing there. Look at. See, can you see the picture of a boy? Yes, what is he doing there? Very good. He is reading. And is he wearing a cap? Yes, very good. He is wearing a cap also, yeah? So I just like to show you the text. So can you write a short paragraph about this boy? Let's think, please, and just try to write down. You can write only 2 or 3 sentences. That's enough for us. Please try. Well done. Now you can check your, let's say, paragraph. So it should not be, let's say, same. It can be similar, okay? So what is written here? The boy. Now again, WHO, who is highlighted here, okay? The boy who is reading a book is my brother. He is 17 years old. He is hardworking. He looks funny. He usually wears a shirt, pants, and a cap. He likes to play football and cricket. He has a small mole on his right cheek. So see, it is about the boy, but we are going to learn, we are focusing on the first sentence. See, do you find this type of sentence in the rest of the paragraph? See, it is only there in the first line, okay? The boy who is reading a book is my brother. Dear students, now your job is just to break that sentence into 2 sentences. Do you know? Now your job is, there is a sentence, say, the boy who is reading a book is my brother. Now you have to divide this sentence into two sentences. So please try, write it down in your notebook and tell me, okay? Have you finished? Good. Now your sentence can be, see, the boy, the B-O-Y, boy, is reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G, reading a book. Okay? So this can be your first sentence. So what can be the second sentence? Yes. In another can be, he is my brother, B-R-O-T-H-E-R, brother. See, there are two sentences, okay, and we combine them into one using who. So your sentence I have already shown you on the slide. It becomes the boy who is reading a book, B-O-O-K, book, is my brother, B-R-O-T-H-E-R, brother. See, again, I am using here who. Can you tell me why do I use here who, but I am not using here, let's say, when, where, you know, whose, whom? I'm not using there. I'm using who. See, the boy. Now, the boy is reading a book. This, I am talking about this. The boy means the same person. This is he also, okay? Brother also. So, if we are talking about that particular person, okay, at that time, we have to use relative clause. And you know that I am using here WHO who because the boy is a person or place or thing. What do you guess? What do you think? Yes, the boy is a person. For person, we use WHO who. It is a subjective case, you know. So for subjective case, for person, we have to use who. That's why I am using here who. Okay. So it becomes the boy who is reading a book is my brother. That is how I relate two sentences and I combine them into only one. So I relate this boy, brother, he, you know. So dear students, you shouldn't forget that when we combine two sentences with this sort of relative clauses, okay, relative pronouns, at that time you should not repeat the let's say nouns or pronouns. See, I am writing here the boy and for the same boy I am again using here he. Okay, but here after combining, if you look at, you don't find there the repetition of he. I'm not using he there. See, instead of that one, the boy who is reading a book is my brother. Now he is not used, so it is related by WHO who. Okay, so you should not forget this one. And don't worry, because we are going to do a lot of exercises today to be clear about the use of relative clause. Is it clear? Very good. If so, I want to show you another slide. Now it's your job. See what's written there. Can you describe a person in a similar way? Now describe the person using the clues given in the box. Dear students, I have already shown you the slide and there was a description of a boy, okay, and there was the use of a relative clause also. Now I am going to show you a person and I will give you some clues also, and based on the clues you have to write a short text like the boy, okay. So the say picture about this person, okay, and then I just like to give you the clues. So what is the clue? Now you have to first read these clues, okay. So please read with me. A lady in a sari. You can see the lady is dancing there, you know, and she is wearing a sari, okay. A lady in a sari. And there is given again my sister. Now you have to combine the sentences like this one, okay. My sister. And you can find there is a doctor. It means she is also a doctor. See, she works in our clinic, okay. And how old is she? She is 25 years old, okay. And another usually carries a bag and an umbrella. You have to develop a sentence from these clues, okay. and likes singing and dancing. So based on this one, you have to write a paragraph. But don't forget, in your first sentence or in your any sentence, there should be the use of relative clause. Okay, relative clause. And for this also, I just like to give you a clue. You have to use who, because we are talking about a person. So for person, we use who for subjective case. So please try. I want to wait you for a while. Have you finished writing? See, your text, your paragraph may be like this, okay? You can check, you can compare with me. So what is written here? See, the lady who is in a sari is my sister. Dear students, again this sentence can be broken into two sentences, okay? We can divide this sentence into two sentences again. See, it can be like this one. A L-A-D-Y, lady is in a sari. This can be one sentence, okay? Another sentence can be, she is my sister. She is my sister. All right? See, again two sentences. A lady is in a sari. She is my sister. So this sentence has combined like that one I have shown you on the slide also. So it is. Now please tell me once again. I like to write down when you tell me. Right. The lady, L-A-D-Y, lady. Now this is about the person, no? That's why we have to write down who. Who is in a sari. Now you should not write she, because she should be replaced with who. Okay, this she means this lady. No, for this one we have already used here who. That's why you should not use she again. So if you don't use she, then it should be the lady who is in a sari is my sister, S-I-S-T-E-R, sister. Okay. So rest of the sentences you can add. For example, in our text I have written she is 25 years old. Here is given only 25 years old. So you have to write it in a complete sentence. So it becomes she is 25 years old. And again there is given a clue, doctor. So you can write she is a doctor. Okay. So another clue we have works in her clinic. So I have written a complete sentence like this. She works in her clinic, all right? And then here is a clue, usually carries a bag and an umbrella. So for this, your complete sentence can be, she usually carries a bag and an umbrella, all right? And then likes singing and dancing. So your sentence can be, she likes singing and dancing, okay? So this is a text about this lady. Okay, so in this case also we have used here relative clause who. Okay, so I hope you are getting my point. All right, and we are going to practice some more things, you know. So for this one, I just like to show you some examples again. So what is written here, dear students? Please read it. Yes, study these examples. So have you seen the examples? Yes, previously on our previous slides I have shown you. Now again I am going to show you some examples. Okay, so study these examples. The examples are, so first of all, what is here written? See, a woman is a doctor. So how many sentences is here? Yes, only one. Okay, so another sentence, she lives next door. Now how many sentences are there? Two. A woman is a doctor and then she lives next door. Once again, please read it. A woman is a doctor, she lives next door. Dear student, although I am going to show you examples, you have to also try, okay? Now your job is just to combine these two sentences into one, like this, okay? Now please start writing in your notebook. Have you finished? Well done. See, so your sentence should be like this. Please check with me, okay? See, what is the sentence now? The woman who lives next door is a doctor. See, these two sentences are combined into one with the help of relative clause, that is who. Okay, so you may have confusion because I am using the term relative clause. So I don't know whether you know relative clause or not. Don't worry, later on I'll tell you what is relative clause. Okay, first of all, try to understand the use of relative clause. Say it becomes the woman who lives next door is a doctor. See, this a woman and then she means same person, and these two person, it means that these two words same person are related with the word that is who. Okay, so when we use here who, then again we are not using this she here. All right, that is how we combine the sentences into one using the relative clause who. Okay, now I want to show you another example. Please look at. So what is the first sentence here? A lady is writing with her leg. This is the first sentence. Okay, so read it once again. A lady is writing with her leg. Then second sentence, can you guess? Yes, it is she is Jhamak Ghimire. Again, your job is to combine these two sentences into one. You have to make only one sentence by using these two sentences. Okay, so please try. Have you finished? Good job. Now you can check. Your sentence should be like this. So what is the sentence? Let me show you. Yes, it is. The lady who is writing with her leg is Jhamak Ghimire. Again see, lady Jhamak Ghimire means person, you know. So for person we are using who. Okay, so here a lady and she means same person, Jhamak Ghimire, no. So when we use let's say who, again we are not using here she. So we have made like this. The lady who is writing with her leg is Jhamak Ghimire. This is how we combine two sentences into one using the relative clause. Okay, dear students, if so, now I like to tell you what is relative clause. So after looking at these examples of using relative clause, can you tell me what is relative clause? Please think and tell me. So can you tell me now? Yes, I am going to show you what is relative clause. Please read it and you have to write it down in your notebook also, okay, so that you can read it later also. See, a clause is a part of a sentence, okay. Don't forget, a clause is a part of a sentence. Then a relative clause tells us which person or thing the speaker is talking about. See, previously we were talking about old man, then we talked about, let's say, a boy, then we talked about a lady, you know, then we talked about doctor, then we talked about, let's say, Jhamak Ghimire, you know. So we are talking about the particular person. See, it means a relative clause tells us which person or thing the speaker is talking about. Okay, to form relative clauses, see, for relative clauses we can use these words. To form relative clauses, you can use relative pronouns like who, which, whom, where, that, etc. Okay, like you can say whose, when, where, you know. So once again you have to repeat. Okay, to form relative clauses you can use relative pronouns like who, which, whom, where, that, etc. It means I have already told you that it can be whose, when, you know, like that one. Okay, so dear students, have you written down in your notebook? Very good. If so, let's do some more practices. Okay, now after this you have to practice with me. Now make one sentence from each of the following pairs using relative pronoun. Now I am going to give you two sentences, okay, in number two sentences, and you have to combine them into only one using, yes, relative clause, okay, relative pronoun. So for that one, the first pair I am going to give you for the first two sentences. See, a man answered the phone. He was my uncle. Okay, this is the first sentence. You can look at and think, and you can write it down in your exercise book also. Number two, a waiter served us. He was very polite. Okay, you have to again combine these two sentences into one. Again, I want to give you number C. A lady wrote Jivan Kada Ki Phul. She won Madan Puraskar in 2010. Okay, there are again two sentences. A lady wrote Jivan Kada Ki Phul. She won Madan Puraskar in 2010. Next pair of sentences. People met me at the party, first sentence, and the second sentence is they were friendly. Okay. Now, I hope you might have written, you might have combined the sentences into one for number A. See, a man answered the phone. He was my uncle. Now, you have to check your sentence whether that is right or wrong. So first of all, you have to tell me man. Man means person or place or thing. Yes, man means person. So person, for person, you have to use who. Okay. So your sentence should be like this. The man who answered the phone was my uncle. See, now we are not using here he again. The man who answered the phone was my uncle. Alright, we are not using he here again, because he and this the man means same person. Alright, now next, a waiter served us. He was very polite. So I hope you might have already written down the sentence, and your sentence should be like this. The waiter who served us was very polite. Here also see this a waiter and he means same person. Okay, so after using who relative pronoun, we are not using he. So the sentence becomes the waiter who served us was very polite. Alright, now again we have question number C. It is a lady wrote Jivan Kada Ki Phul. She won Madan Puraskar in 2010. So your sentence should be like this. The lady who, see this a lady and she means the same lady. Okay, so your sentence should be combined like this. The lady who wrote Jivan Kada Ki Phul won Madan Puraskar in 2010. Alright. Number 4. People met me at the party. They were friendly. The first sentence, people met me at the party, and the second sentence is they were friendly. So you have to combine into one. Okay. So your sentence should be like this. The people whom I met at the party were friendly. Dear students, now don't be confused. Okay. So here a man, a waiter, a lady, people are used as the subjects. Okay, so for subjective case, for subject we use who, but in this case people is used as, let's say, object. Okay, people met me at the party. So like in objective case we use whom. The people whom I met at the party were friendly. Or if you feel difficulty, your answer can be the people who I met at the party were friendly. It sounds, so you can write the people whom I met at the party were friendly. Okay. So again, some more sentences we have. Number E. A little girl is playing on the ground. First sentence, she is my sister. You have to combine it into one. Number F. A man is waiting for a bus. He is my father. Again, I have another number. A receptionist received my call. She was very impolite. Again, the first man landed on the moon in 1969. He was Neil Armstrong. Again we have A man is selling newspapers. He is Sita's uncle. Now the last sentence. This lady is Ananda's sister. She is delivering a speech in front of a large crowd of people. So again your job. You have to just think, okay? And you have to check whether your answer is right with me or not. So your first sentence should be like this. See, the little girl who is playing on the ground is my sister. Here a little girl and she means same girl. So it is also like for subject. So we use who here, and when we use who, then we don't use there she. So your sentence becomes the little girl who is playing on the ground is my sister. Now number 2. The man who is waiting for a bus is my father. This a man and he is also same person, okay? So we use who and we are not using here he again because this who relates he and a man. So it becomes like the man who is waiting for a bus is my father. Number 3, your answer should be like this. The receptionist who received my call was very impolite. Same case, you know. And again number next, the first man who landed on the moon in 1969 was Neil Armstrong. Okay. Next, the man who is selling newspapers is Sita's uncle. Here a man, he means same person. So we are relating with who again because it is about person. Okay. Now the last answer of this question, the lady who is delivering a speech in front of a large crowd of people is Ananda's sister. Okay. So here is also the lady and she means same. Okay. That's why you have to combine in this way. Dear students, so far you have seen that we have used who. Okay, because these exercises are from your textbook. Now I am going to give you some extra sentences where you have to use, let's say, whose, whom, where, when, you know. So for that one you have to be ready. See, again, I saw a man yesterday. He was suffering from COVID-19. Okay. Another, the woman is crying. Her dog has died. Again, she was taking a bath. Ram knocked at the door. Now, second last. This is our working place. Sita wants to build a house. Now for you, the last sentence. The pen is on the table. My mother has given me the pen. So now your job. You have to combine these two sentences into one. So think and you have to check with me, okay? Your answer should be like this. The man whom I saw yesterday was suffering from COVID-19. Here, this man is used as object, you know. That's why subject is I and man is used as object. So for objective case, we are using here whom pronoun, okay? Relative pronoun whom. You have to relate this man and he. To relate these two, for the same person, you have to use whom. Here, the woman is crying, her dog has died. Look at. The woman whose. Now, this is possessive case, okay? The dog belongs to this woman. The dog does not belong to me. The dog does not belong to you also. That is not your dog. That is not my dog, okay? That is woman's dog. So, to show the dog belongs to that woman, you have to use whose. So, the sentence becomes, the woman whose dog has died is crying. Okay. For number C, Ram knocked at the door when she was taking a bath. It is about time, you know. So if you want to relate time, at that time you have to use when. Ram knocked at the door at what time? When she was taking a bath. Okay. Next. This is our working place where Sita wants to build a house. It is related to place, you know. So if you want to relate the place, this working place and building house, okay, related to the place. And if you want to relate these two, you have to use relative pronoun where. And your sentence becomes, this is our working place where Sita wants to build a house. Now the last sentence. is the pen is on the table. My mother has given me the pen. See, the pen is a thing, object. Okay, so for object you have to use which or that. Okay, the pen which my mother has given me is on the table, or you can write the pen that my mother has given me is on the table. So it means for person you have to use who or whom or whose, who for subject, whom for object, and whose for possession. Okay, and you have to use when for time, you have to use where for place, you have to use which or that for things or objects. Okay, so you can write it down in your exercise book. See, person who, whom or whose, place where, time when, thing which or that. Okay, now I just like to give you home assignment, homework. Okay, your homework is describe your friend, father, let's say describe your friend or father or mother or uncle or aunt or anyone else using relative clauses. You can use some simple sentences too. So I have already shown you in our first slide, second slide, So you can use relative clause also, and at the same time you can write some other sentences. Okay, so this is your home assignment and you have to complete it and you have to show your parents also. Okay, dear students, I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I also hope that you might have better understood of using relative clause like who, whom, whose, where, when, which, that. So practice it more. Okay, so this much for today. Have a good day. Bye bye.